back everybody, more American Truck Simulator, and today, as you can tell, I'm driving a Peterbilt 579, and it's got some different mods done to it. Got some white mods, check that out, nice purple. But yeah, this is a nice little mod that was added in. It's called the TomDooley 579, and you basically just add the mods to it, and it will allow you to put this kind of stuff on your truck. The one thing I didn't like was these front lights on the bumper. When I put them on there, it showed them at first, but then as you can see, they're clearly off, and I would actually just prefer them not to be there, but they're there. I couldn't get them off after I put them on. So yeah, that's that. But it does add some nifty features in this mod, and actually I'll just go ahead and kind of just take you through it. Not sure why it wasn't set up there. There we go. Kind of look at some of this stuff. Upgrade shop is what we want. I hope everyone's having a good Christmas too. This is Christmas Day, actually, the time that I do this. But you can see it adds some different stuff to it. It is not compatible. Okay. Well, let's see what it does. Okay, that's what it does there. But yeah, it just adds some extra kind of things to it. Wait, what were we? We were... Was it this one? I think that's the one we had. But I did change my color, unfortunately. But as you can see, you get some different varieties here of backs. I've never been a big fan of the wheels that are up in the air. I kind of wish they would just, you know, but you get a lot of stuff that you can mess around with. I think these are the standards, as well as bigger tanks. 360 gallons I think is the highest it goes. But yeah, so I mean, you can do some extensions and whatnot on your rig. These are actually modded in there. 2000 horsepower. Yeah. So you can see, nothing. I don't think that added anything in there as far as that's concerned. Maybe not. I can't remember what was all with the mods, but of course the inside still remains the same. But what I just like about it is, you know, you get to obviously add on. So you just get to add on a lot more stuff to it. You know, you got these standard lights here, and you can see they're right there. And it's cool because you just click on them and you get all sorts. You get red, you get vertical, yellow. Then they have these neons. Now these don't actually show up. Now I don't know if these will come up like outside or what, but they do not show up for it. And then of course you got smaller ones, which actually kind of look a little bit better than the ones I have on there, but we're gonna stick because I just like the intensity of these. But you can see it adds a lot more things. You got your bug deflectors. You can see you can change the bezel color, and then you can do this. Now for some reason, I don't know if I don't have these available, if these are like something we have to add in, but you can obviously add a bunch of lights depending on what you're working on there. And then of course you got the logo, you got that one, and then I thought this one, even though I do like it, it stands out a bit too much. But then you can see you can tint your tail lights. Or tail lights, yeah, I said tail lights. Your headlights. And of course you can put down an oversized load on there. You got more options. And of course you got the bull bars. I've never been a big fan of bull bars. I understand their purpose and everything, but never was a fan. And then these lights. Ah, finally. Okay. I am so sorry. Well, actually I can't change them is what it is. I can get them on there, but I couldn't change them. And then of course you get bumper options. actually enjoy that. It's like a black chrome color. Let's see here, you got side skirts, you got all sorts of side skirt options. Now I'm kind of like, dang, what one did I have? But yeah, so there's that. I think actually we'll stick with that there. But yeah, I mean, you got a bunch more stuff. You got hood logos. As you can see, that changes this section here. I like that one, personally. Of course, main mirrors. You can always change up the mirrors. You can actually add whites on those. I had whites on those, but it actually ended up being a little too much. Got horns. I guess that's your inside light. And then, boom, I'm glad this kind of saved that stuff in there, because at first I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to show you all this, and then I'm just going to have to exit out. And of course, door handles, a lot of stuff is kind of normal. And of course, you can add these lights up here, which I did. But it's kind of, I wish you could add some of those lights that you see down here on, because it'd be cool to have those vertical. And then down there. So it does add a bunch of little extras that you can make your truck a little bit more of your own truck. And of course you got those on there. I think for the intensity's sake, we'll actually go ahead and put these on instead, because the other ones were quite intense. But yeah, that actually looks pretty decent. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, I think that'll do it. There's also, well, not do it for the game, but do it for the thing. There's also TomDooley, the 680 and the 880. You can actually work on those. So both Peterbilt and Kenworths are taken care of in this. And yeah, that looks a lot better on there. I do enjoy those there, but they were just so intense. So yeah, I think I love it. I love the way this truck looks now. It just so aggressive. I really wish they'd get into the lights. I don't know if a lot of people have seen them. You see them on a lot of cars where the turn signals are. It's more of a strip, like an LED strip. I wish those would kind of be introduced into this, and you could kind of put them in random spots on the truck. I've seen some real trucks on trips that have some very nice light additions that I've actually like chased after them, and I was like, I like that. And it's kind of weird because I'm driving a little car, and I'm trying to get attention of truckers, and they just don't get it. But yeah, so that is it. I mean, this truck is essentially the same, but you just get more additions, more choices and changes, which is always great. I think customization is one of the big points in this game. Oh wow. I guess though that is from the outside of the truck. And of course, obviously, ooh, my bad, thank you, buddy. This truck can get a little intense without pulling a trailer and having this type of power on it. But man, look at that. It's nice. But yeah, dude, New Mexico map is in. As you can see, I do not have the coast to coast anymore. And I have done run in there. I think it's actually from when I did a coast to coast. So it's kind of cool to know that the game recognizes it, that I was in there, even though the map was not released yet. But yeah, now that we did that, I think maybe we should just take a little trip with our Peterbilt. I still have my my other Peterbilts as well, so nothing to fear there. I just swapped this truck with another driver in my, yeah, I just swapped trucks with one of the other drivers that I have, obviously, in the game for me. But yeah, we'll just do a trip like we normally do when we take long trips, or decent trips. unfortunately, I haven't been playing this game as much as I had liked to have played it because I use a controller, and the controller I use is an Xbox 360 controller, and my 360 controller, the legit Xbox 360 controller, crapped out, almost caught on fire while I was playing a game. So be careful of that, folks. Your controllers can, and when I say almost caught on fire, I'm not too sure how close it was, but it got extremely hot, and the cord was extremely hot. I thought it was going to fry up my computer. Look at that beauty. And luckily I was able to, I actually had to rip the cord from the controller real quick. So I bought what I thought was an Xbox 360 controller again. It ended up being one of them cheap off-brands that's even worse than a GameStop controller. So it's really tough to play games with this controller because it's herky-jerky. So hopefully I'll be getting a new controller. I tried to use my tried to use my Xbox One controller, but Xbox does not like you to use. Wow, could have definitely made that or something. But Xbox doesn't want you to use a Xbox One controller unless you have Windows 10, I guess. I don't know. I could not find stuff to get it to work. I tried to download hardware or software to do that, and it just did not. Ooh, having this 2,000 horsepower and a lot of torque motor here, it's nice, but you can see how off that is. Ooh. It's nice, but if you don't slow down and make that turn, it's gonna do that. It's just, oof. And it's the controller too. The controller, the dead zone is so bad on this controller, and I've tried to fix it. I mean, I am happy that the visor isn't covering up the window, but at the same time, oh man, that kind of, it's like almost like a weird tint job. But yeah, you can see how I'm kind of all over the road now, so for future video reference, if you see me jerking around on the road, because you know I usually speed these up, that is why. It's because the controller, just the dead zone, is so bad on it, and it doesn't matter if you do finesse with the controls in game to try to fix it. Compensation is just not there. I'd probably be doing better if I used my mouse and keyboard. Oh, thank you for getting out of the way. Let's put the cruise control on. But yeah, it's this constant input. Like, oof. I thought about hooking up an old steering wheel that I had, but that thing is so clunky and loud that it would just not make for a good video. Oh, slow down. Oh wow. That's interesting. I've never seen something like that in this game. I know they did change up quite a bit. Added some more realism to the things and all. If you're wondering why the road might look good, I'm running something I found on Steam, just a pavement mod that kind of makes it look a little bit more crisper and real. Something that, as far as my wipers are on still. Yeah, it just does not react good at all. Waggy waving. Oof. Oh, hold up there. So much torque that chassis twists. Sorry. toss that up there. Oh my goodness, so much power. What's up, man? You like these lights? So there we go. There's our Peterbilt 579. A little bit of skill there. Finally kind of back up to where I was before the game started to crash. Or before I had to stop the game from, because of so many mods. I couldn't figure out which one was ruining it, so I just went ahead and restarted the whole game. So yeah, that is it for the TomDooley. Like I said, there's ones for the Peterbilt as well as the Kenworth. I don't know if they work with the modded trucks in there, but we will find out possibly in a future episode. Hope you enjoyed, and like I said, just hope you all had a good holiday, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.